On a romantic night, the prince took her into a room alone. The girl couldn't help imagining how he might kiss her. But the next second, the prince took out a bow and arrow, asking her to demonstrate a standard archery shot. Not long before, the champion archer had traveled into the ancient world, becoming the prince's concubine. The original owner was a dancer. By accident, she'd spent a night with the drunk prince. Out of guilt, the prince paid a high price to secure her freedom and gave her a large house to live in. However, after learning he was wealthy and powerful, the original owner tried to force him to marry her by hanging herself. By the time the girl arrived, the original owner had already accidentally ended her life. Now her mission was to fulfill the original owner's wish within 1 year. Today was the prince's return from the battlefield. The girl waited in front of his mansion with pastries. Upon seeing her arrival, the prince felt guilty again and assured her that he wouldn't disturb her life. But the girl murmured that she couldn't live without him. Hearing this, the prince seriously corrected her, saying that this was a wrong idea. The general's daughter couldn't help mocking the girl that she was a lowly dancer used to taking shortcuts. The prince interrupted her, emphasizing that everyone was equal in status. Only then did the girl realize the prince was a rare honorable man. At that moment, she heard the sound of an arrow cutting through the air. The guards shouted that assassins were invading and moved to protect the women. But based on the arrow's speed and angle, the girl quickly calculated the assassin's location. She told the prince her finding. Without hesitation, he raised his bow and shot toward the spot, then the assassin fell to the ground. The prince immediately thanked the girl. Seizing the chance, she asked if she could enter his mansion to treat his wound. The prince shyly pulled back his hand and refused. However, the girl immediately looked hurt, saying her low status made her unworthy to enter. The prince hurried to explain that wasn't what he meant. Hearing this, the girl brightened and led him inside. The general's daughter wanted to follow in, but the prince immediately stopped her, claiming it might harm her reputation as an unmarried woman. The girl made a face to show her victory, leaving the general's daughter so angry that she punched the air. After bandaging his wound, the prince asked how she had located the assassin. The girl said it was simple, just needed to observe the arrow. But the prince grew suspicious. How could a dancer remain so calm facing the flying arrow? The girl immediately explained that dancers were forced to learn many skills from a young age, or they would go hungry. This made the prince bow his head and apologize. Therefore, he didn't notice the girl secretly smiling.